Welcome all. We are going to start with our 11th lesson, that is ratio and proportion. So basically the first word itself, that is ratio. Ratio means nothing but the comparison between two numbers, two units or two of the things. Now comparison is to be done with the similar objects. Like if I have told you 5th standard boy and 10th standard boy, I cannot compare them. Their intelligence level, their body structure, it will be totally different. Comparison is done between two similar kind of things. For example, if I am going to compare the potatoes, so this shopkeeper's potato and that shopkeeper's potato, so this I am going to compare. I cannot compare potatoes with mangoes or potatoes with tomatoes. So these are the basic examples. So right now we are going to see, or we are going to find out the ratio. Ratio, this concept is used in the higher classes also, and which will be easy for you to find out the smallest form of it. So while doing the comparison, always remember this is a simple part of it. The next part of this ratio will be based on the units itself. And when you are comparing with the help of the units, you are going to see that the units are same. If they are not same, convert them and then do the ratio, or then find out the ratio. Don't find out the ratio by given things as it is. Okay, so ratio means basically the comparison between the two things, two objects, two numbers, etc. So while finding out the ratio, the first thing you are supposed to do is the first number which is been given will be always first. The second number which is given will be always second. Sometimes they are using the words to tell you. For example, the next number they are asking you for the first, and the first number they are asking you for the next one. That time you are going to convert as per the requirement of the question. But when the questions are placed as it is, like in such a way, always remember this first number will be always first and the second number will be always second. Don't do or don't mismatch or don't convert them. The second number don't take first or first number don't take second. Okay. So right now we are going to find out the ratio over here. So for finding out the ratio, we are going to write equal to sign. 45 will be present on the top and 60 will be present over here. What I did, this 45 I have written on the top. Why? Because it is first, and 60 I have written down. Now tell me 45 and 60, they are commonly coming in which table? For this you require tables thoroughly learned. 45 and 60 are coming in the table of 15. 15 threes are and 15 fours are. So if you are not knowing the tables up till 15, learn them, because 6th standard students you should be knowing up till 25. But for hard and fast you can study up till 20, but compulsorily up till 20. So 45 and 60 are coming commonly in which table? 15's table. So 15 threes are and 15 fours are. What I wrote? 45 I have written as 15 threes are and 60 I have written as 15 fours are. 15 is both side common. I am going to cancel out. So my answer is 3 upon 4 or 3 is to 4. So this is my ratio. What I wrote? 3 upon 4 or 3 is to 4. Is to. Is to. This is said to be as is to when it is being used in finding out the ratio. 3 is to 4. The next question, 36 upon 48. What I will do? Equal to sign, 36 on top, 48 down over here. Now 36 and 48 is coming commonly in which table? 12's table. So 12 threes are and 12 fours are. 12 threes are 36, 12 fours are 48. 12 is common. So my answer is 3 upon 4 or 3 is to 4. You can denote anyhow, no issue. Now 121 upon 99. So 121 on top, 99 over here. Don't interchange them. Don't say that the 129 is big, I will take it down. No. The first number will be always first and this one will be down. 121 and 99, it is coming in 11's table if you are knowing the tables of 11 10. 121 is 11 square. So 11 is 121 and 11 is 99. If you are knowing that. 11 is common, so I am going to cancel out that. 11 and 9. So the answer is 11 is to 9. So we are going to find out the ratio for the numbers which are consisting or which are containing units at the back. So now we are going to find out the ratios. Right now the units are present at the back. 25 beads and 45 beads. Now beads means you are knowing. We are using for making out the necklace or not. So just don't focus on them. Just see beads. They are same. So right now we can remove the ratio because both the sides are same, and I have told you comparison of while finding out the ratio the unit should be same. So without writing that bead, or you can write down the beads and you can cancel it out later. 25 beads, 25 is first, that's why 25 over here upon 45 beads. Beads are common, so I will remove them out, only 25 and 45. Now 25 and 45 both are coming commonly in 5 table. 25 is what? 5 5s are 25. And 45 is what? 5 9s are 45. So 5 is common. I am going to cancel out 1 5 from here. The answer will be 5 upon 9. This remaining will be my answer. Or you can write 5:9. Fine. Now the next part is 1 hour and 15 minutes. Now focus on the units at the back. 1 hour and 15 minutes. One is in hour and one is in minute. I cannot do direct comparison of them. Or I cannot find out direct ratio. Either I should convert this minute into hour or this hour into minutes. Better I will convert this hour into minutes. We know that 1 hour is equal to how many minutes? Yes, 60 minutes. So now this 16 minutes and this 15 minutes I can remove the ratio. Why? Because these units are same now. So instead of this 1 hour, I am going to use what now? 60 minutes. So I am just going to write down the question first. 1 hour upon 15 minutes. 1 hour means what I have taken over here? 60 minutes upon 15 minutes. Minutes are common now, so I am going to remove them. It is 60 upon 15. Now 60 upon 15 means what? 60 and 15, they are coming in which common table? They are coming in 15's table. So 15 4s are and 15 1s are. Fine. 15 is same. I am going to remove them. Answer will be 4 upon 1 or 4:1. Don't change it. Don't shift it. Whatever is going to come, write down as it is. Don't take this 1 on the top and 4 at the down. Don't do that. Whatever and how the answer is coming, represent it in such a way. Next one is 750 grams and half kg. You can see over here 750 grams and half kg. One is in grams and another is in kg. Either convert that grams into kg or kg into grams. It is better for us to convert this kg into gram. So we know that half kg is equal to 500 grams. I know that, or we all know that half kg is 500 grams. So I am going to write down the question, that is 750 grams upon half kg. This half kg I am knowing what is the answer over here. It is 500 grams, so I am going to write 750 grams upon 500 grams. Grams are common, so 750 upon 500. Now, how I am going to find out the ratio? This 0 you can see common it is, so I am just going to cancel out because it is present at the back. I am not going to cancel the middle 0. I am just going to cancel the zeros from back. So I got 75 upon 50. Now 75 and 50 are coming common in which table? It is coming in 25 table. 25 3s are and 25 2s are. So I am going to cancel 25 because it is same. So my answer is 3 upon 2 or 3:2. So I hope you have understood this. The next part is about the unitary method. What actually it is that we are going to see now. Thank you. So now we are going to see the unitary method. In this method, the questions are based on the word problems like, and we are going to find out the value of 1 and then whatever the requirement is there of the question, we are going to multiply through it. So you can see here the board, cost of 10 pence is rupees 50. Find the cost of 25 pence. Right now they are telling you cost of 10 pence. Just focus on this part first. Cost of 10 pence is how much? It is 50 rupees. So before finding out the cost of this, our main question requirement is of 25. 10 पेनांची किंमत जर 50 रुपये असेल तर 25 पेनांची किंमत किती? So first we are going to use a unitary method over here. In this unitary method we are going to find out the value of 1 pen first. Cost of 10 pence is rupees 50. Then what is the cost of 1 pen? So that we are going to find out. Just see the method. First we are going to write the sentence as it is. Cost of 10 pence is rupees 50. Therefore, cost of 1 pen is equal to 50 upon 10. That is 50 divided by 10. Cost of 10 pen is 50. Then what is the cost of 1 pen? Yes, you are going to do 50 upon 10. So it will be rupees 5. So the cost of 1 pen is equal to 5. What is the requirement now of 25 pence? So cost of 25 pence is equal to 25 into what is the cost of 1 pen? 5. So I am going to write over here. So 25 5s are 125. So therefore cost of 25 pence is rupees 125. What we did over here is see, cost of 10 pence is 50. I have written the sentence as it is. Cost of 1 pen I have removed. Cost of 1 pen is how much? 50 divided by 10. 50 divided by this 10. I got the answer. Cost of 1 pen is 5. So what is the cost of 25 pence? 25 into 5. It is 125. We will see one more question based on this. So the cost of 24 chairs is 720. Find the cost of 30 chairs. What is our first one? We are going to write down the first sentence as it is. Cost of 24 chairs is rupees 720. Therefore, cost of 1 chair. How much? Yes, 720 divided by 24. Now calculation we will do over here sideways. 24 over here, 720 over here. 24 3s are 72. 0 0. This 0 will come down. 24 zeros are 0. So what is the cost of 1 chair? The cost of 1 chair is rupees 30. So now this we are going to find over here. Find the cost of 30 chairs. Cost of 30 chairs is equal to 30 into 30. This 30 and this 30. So it will be 900. How? 3 3s are 9. 1 0 and this 2 0. So 2 zeros over here. It is 900. So write the final sentence. Cost of 30 chairs is rupees 9. Okay. I hope you have understood this unitary method. The question and answers we will solve soon. Thank you.